And happy Hump Day Wednesday, day 2 of season 8 on the show about food, fun places, and the mayhem of life. I hope your Tuesday was good, and I hope that your furnace didn't kick in like mine. Oh my God, it was a cold day yesterday. Oh, brrr, cold at the Beach House Beach Bunker. Just a reminder from Mother Nature that fall is not too far off. Man, we didn't even get better than 20 degrees yesterday. 20! Oh man, this time yesterday was 7. My gosh, coming up on the show today. Sad morning to start. We lost Lloyd Robertson yesterday, 92 years old. For those that aren't from Canada, he was our Walter Cronkite. He retired a few years ago, but he was a trusted voice on the nightly national news. And the country is remembering Lloyd this morning. Also, this morning, Elon's rocket has crashed into the moon. Maybe you've been following this. Apparently, there's been a piece of Elon's rocket that was supposed to stay intact. It kind of came off, as sometimes these things do. And apparently it just kept going. And it was on a trajectory to the moon. And apparently it's going to hit the moon at 5,000 miles an hour, probably make a big thud, maybe crashing sound. It hit at 1:30 a.m. this morning. We're going to check to see if there's any video update on what that may have looked like. They're saying like a crater 16 feet deep. 5,000 miles an hour is pretty fast. Manitobans stuck around the world, including Jamaica, because of the WestJet strike, and it has wrapped up. They're saying things should return to normal later today. That may be extended into the weekend. We'll get an update there. It's also Oyster Day. Meat from a can. Are you into that? There's a resurgence of popularity for sardines. Now, one part of this is social media trend. The other part is affordability. Sardines are an affordable protein. And we're at that point in this country where it's time to start eating meat from a can again. Or is it? The internet is burning up this morning over Australian beef. There are pictures circulating online about Australian beef being offered in supermarkets right next to Canadian beef. And yeah, I don't need to tell you, it's like less than half the price, but marked Australian beef. What's going on here? Are these pictures real? Is Australian beef invading Canada? And I can only imagine what beef producers are going to have to say about that. Because they are making some good cash right now on beef. So we're doing a little bit better than we did yesterday. Again, first thing in the morning, it was 7. Today we're 10. We got no better than 20 degrees yesterday. That was brutal. All you sun seekers, how can you call yourself a sun seeker when you're saying, I like the 20, it was so nice? No, it wasn't. It was awful. Now, we had the sun shining. That was good. But there was no heat yesterday. None. We are going to try and do better today. In fact, I know we will because we've got thunder showers in the forecast, which means we've got weather change coming. Here's what the rest of the week and the weekend looks like. So we'll return to normal temperatures probably by the time the weekend rolls around. 24 for the high today, so a little bit better than what we saw yesterday. And nice on Thursday, 29. There we go. 25 Friday and Saturday and Sunday. Bing, bing, bing. And 23 on Monday. But there's no doubt about it. We are cooling down. Our normal, though, is still 26 degrees. So all in all, this is really a cool start to August after what was a stellar July. I don't know. There are some people that didn't like the heat. Listen, unless you're outside working in it, and I was working it, I was painting my deck. It was hot, and I had to take breaks, a lot of breaks, but ice cold beer, ice cold water. Oh, man, I love that heat. Ice cream, beer, ice cream, freezies. Have you seen the size of the new 7-Eleven Slurpees that they've got for their 60th anniversary? They're like 3 feet tall. They're huge. Huge Slurpees. Let's see who we've got to say good morning to in chat. Thanks again for making the season debut yesterday a big one. I appreciate it. Thanks to all those who joined the show yesterday. We introduced a new feature at 8:30 for those that joined the entire show. And for those that don't, you missed out. Too bad for you. It's a special little thing we do at 8:30. And I'm not going to tell you any more than that. And you know what? That's it. Got to be here at 8:30. We're going to say good morning to our folks in chat. Where's my good morning? Welcome aboard. Hey, welcome aboard. Good to see you. Road Reverend in this morning with Molly. Hey, Molly missed the premiere yesterday. She was under the knife. She was in surgery. Actually, she's recovering now. That's the only reason to miss this show is surgery. There is no other reason to miss this show. It is the greatest show in the history of modern digital broadcast technology, according to the Tyler Glen rating system. Quentin's here too. Molly and Quentin and Road Reverend are all on Twitch along with Tracy Roger. Good morning, guys. Good to see you. Rachel Zarn's first in on Facebook this morning. We got Jennifer in on TikTok along with Bill T. Is that Bill Turner? What? Lourdes is here too. Good morning, Lourdes. Good morning, Patricia Ann. Patricia Ann is over on Twitch. Lourdes is here on TikTok this morning. We've got Zumba Bernice back again. Hi, Zumba Bernice over on Twitch. Tosh is here too. Happy Wednesday. Happy Hump Day. Good to see Annie's over on TikTok. Nick Adams is here too. Happy Hump Day, Sunseekers. Janine is over on Facebook. We've got Barry over on TikTok, and Adam's here on the Facebook. Good morning, Adam. Katie 4380's here on Twitch. Tracy says Lloyd was the best. They just don't make him like that anymore. He was a calm, cool, collected spirit, and he was put on this earth to keep the country calm through some very troubled times. And boy, we could use Lloyd now, couldn't we? But those days are gone. News as an industry has undergone such mammoth change, and his replacement, who was Lisa LaFlamme, had some significant success. She was the first female national news anchor for late night broadcast, and then they blew her out. That was the start of the change. So Lloyd's replacement, she was shown the door, and it's just cascaded into complete mayhem and disaster. The latest of which, I was on vacation, actually, when I had read that Global News has cut back everything. Basically, almost everything Global produces now has to be funneled through Toronto. So I've had some former colleagues of mine in Winnipeg got laid off. It's just, it's the way of the world. It's where it's going. And, man, Lloyd will be missed. His voice was killer. I'm Lloyd Roberts. We got some Lloyd tributes coming up later on in the show. He was the best, Tracy. He was the best. Vivian is here. So is Kathy. Vivian, Kathy, and Lanny are here on TikTok this morning. Nice to see you guys. Welcome aboard. Welcome. Nick seconds that Lloyd is the best. Renee is over on Facebook. Sean is on Facebook, too. Good morning from Newfoundland. Sean always likes to check in and say hello when he's on home turf. Sean normally resides in our neck of the woods, but when he's on the rock, he feels brave. He feels brave to say good morning and tell everybody he is on the rock, the barbecued bologna capital of Canada. And Sean, you will be happy to know that if you can't see it, but if you could zoom in on my taco truck here. Do you see the taco truck? The kids got me the taco truck for Father's Day. On the mirror, on the side mirror, Sean, of the taco truck is the bologna you gave me from Newfoundland. It's too small to see on the screen. I can't reach back and grab it. But your bologna is here. Your chub, your meat chub is on the set. Am I going to get in trouble for saying that? Anyway, yeah, everybody knows how I feel about the Newfies. Always good for a huge hug. Screech, bologna, they're my kind of people. They're always welcome at the Beach House Beach Bunker. Cindy is also in a place that starts with N. Nipawin. From the Tyler Glen Show. From Nipawin to Newfoundland. Hey, that sounds good. Eva's over on Facebook this morning. Hello, Eva. Ann and Harold are here on TikTok this morning. Hello, hello. Oh, we got some comments here. Love the setup, fellow Canuck. Well, thank you. Somebody new. On a smile and a shoe shine. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you for the comment. Well, the bologna makes it, right? You got to have Newfie bologna. Along with the palm trees. Nick says the guy doing it now doesn't even come close. I don't even know who's doing it now. I don't watch Canadian news. Oh, I'm a bad person. I don't watch it anymore. I was a fan of Lisa. I wasn't at first because I didn't like change. And you had this booming, I'm Lloyd Robertson, and that's the kind of day it's been. And then she came on. I'm like, oh, wasn't that she was a woman? Don't get me started with that. I liked Lisa when she was on Newsnet. And I'm just like, no, I want Lloyd. I miss Lloyd. I pouted for a while. And then I'm like, no, you know what? She's pretty good. And then I got used to her. And then just as I got used to her, they blew her out. And then I quit watching. That was it. I was done. And so I don't watch any Canadian news anymore at all. I couldn't tell you. Oh, Peter Mansbridge, too, was another guy. But he was over on the CBC back when they were normal and not communist television. But anyway, that's another story for another day. Mama Sunday, good morning over on Twitch. To think of everything Lloyd witnessed and experienced over the years. Actually, again, part of the tribute coming up in the next 20 minutes is how he was inspired. He was watching radio broadcasters cover the troops coming home at World War II, I believe, in Stratford, Ontario. And he's like, I want to do that. So it really kind of started, the spark started with the troops coming home in World War II, basically to the COVID pandemic. He got to cover the world when the world was normal. Now it's complete chaos, insanity. Too much insanity to cover. Cindy is going to be haying. She's going to be haying. Hey, for those cattle. Oh, I was thinking about you when I saw this story come in about the Australian beef. Oh, boy. People are excited, and the other half of the country's upset. Nick says, is that a meat chub in your back bunker, or are you just happy to see me? What? Come on now. What are you talking about? Best we have now in Canada is Ian Hanomansing. I don't even know who that is. I don't know. Can I name another I don't even think I can name another. Walter Cronkite. See, this is how old I am. Lloyd Robertson, Walter Cronkite, Peter Mansbridge, my buddy Clay Young, was at Global, who's not anymore. But Clay was like a CTV guy. He used to do the 6 o'clock news with Sylvia Kuzik. Remember her? Remember Sylvia Kuzik? Oh, I'm Sylvia Kuzik, and here's the weather. Oh, my God, it's Sylvia Kuzik on TV. Where did Sylvia? Sylvia's still around, apparently. I think Clay gets together with those. He's part of the CTV alumni. Gord LeClaire, remember, they blew him out, too, when post-COVID. Or maybe it was before COVID. I'm not sure. But, yeah, Sylvia Kuzik. And there is a documentary on Prime, on Amazon Prime, that discusses the trials and tribulations of a Winnipeg sportscaster. I have to tell you about this because I loved it. I absolutely loved this show. It was panned. It's kind of inside baseball, I think. That's why, and when I say inside baseball, that means that it's for the folks who are kind of in that business. So, for example, if we were talking about engines, that's inside baseball for mechanics. Or if we were talking about some medical stuff, that's inside baseball for doctors. This show that is on Amazon Prime is pretty fantastic because what happens is that this guy becomes a huge sportscaster in Winnipeg. He, too, gets fired. He moves out west, and he starts robbing banks. And I knew this guy, too. I didn't have a chance to work with him, but we chummed together at several conferences. I think it's called Mr. Winnipeg or Sexiest Man in Winnipeg or something. Yeah, Sexiest Man in Winnipeg. It chronicles the bizarre true story of Steve Vogelsang, who's still kicking around, a local TV sportscaster and news anchor who won a local magazine poll, earning himself the moniker of Sexiest Man in Winnipeg. Again, he went on to rob a bunch of banks. He was caught. He was convicted. But it gives you some insight into the mind of broadcasters. And, broadcasters who might be checking out this show might be upset that I'm saying that, but you know what? Most broadcasters are like this. If you want to see some inside baseball. So check for it. Sexiest Man in Winnipeg. I can't believe that we are mentioning Steve Vogelsang alongside Lloyd Robertson. But you know what? Lloyd would be okay with that because Lloyd, I never got the chance to meet him, but I worked with people who either worked with Lloyd or have met him on several occasions, and no one had anything bad to say about Lloyd Robertson. He was what they call the salt of the earth. Just a super nice guy. He reminded you of your grandpa maybe or an older uncle, and he was kind. He was always generous with his time. And again, no one had anything bad to say about Lloyd Robertson, other than I wish that we could spend more time with them. So he was one of a kind, and certainly it's tough when you lose a legend like that, and even more tough when they're just good people, just good citizens. And he was always quick to help young broadcasters and anybody that reached out for advice and made himself accessible. So a true sweetheart for sure. Mama Sunday loved Sylvia. Sylvia Kuzik. Apparently she, I had heard through the grapevine, the hot rumor was she was dating Bobby Hall potentially. Oh, remember Stan Kubitschek? Oh, throwing around old Stan Kubitschek. Didn't he do this like, that's the weather? He was like, Stan Kubitschek. He is apparently selling windows in Winnipeg Beach or something like that. No, I loved Stan. Stan was an inspiration, I think, to me. You'd have to be local, and don't know if too many people remember Stan Kubitschek. Patricia Ann has seen Sexiest Man in Winnipeg. She says that's a great documentary. It really is. Nick has read the book, Lloyd's book, and says quite the read. Kim Mulcha, good morning on Facebook. We're going to do yesterday's good thing coming up in just a second. Luis Fernandez, good morning. Des and Jessica are also here. So is Jeff over on TikTok. Good morning. Good to see you. Welcome aboard. Welcome. Good morning, Penny and Kelly. It's nice to see you. Welcome. Eva said, I met Lloyd Robertson in Ottawa once. He was a really nice guy. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Quinton says, Knowlton Nash was my first memory of an anchor as a kid. I wasn't watching news at that time, but I know who he is. He had those Coke bottle glasses. I'm Knowlton Nash. He was on the CBC. Anyway, we'll have a tribute to Lloyd coming up a little bit later on in the show. I do want to let you know that Tim Hortons of Western Manitoba is hiring. If you know of somebody that is looking for an awesome opportunity, Tim Hortons is looking for their next new superstar. Paid benefits, flexible schedule, scholarships, team member discounts, growth opportunities, and more. Stop by any of the restaurants to apply or visit careers.timhortons.ca. The local website is timhortonswestman.ca. They're hiring in Brandon, Virden, Dauphin, Neepawa, and Moosomin as the big expansion is planned clear across the country. And so they need more team members, and they could be looking for you. And I heard through the grapevine yesterday that if you are a fan of the Tim Hortons Oreo cookie, what is it called? The Tim Hortons Double Stuff? Tim Hortons Double Stuff Oreo Ice Cap. It is coming back. So some locations will have it sooner than others, but it was funny because yesterday was chocolate chip cookie day, and we were talking about how Oreo cookies are like the top cookie in the world, have been for years. And so, hot on the heels of that, yesterday, it's announced that Tim Hortons is launching the new Double Stuff Oreo Ice Cap across Canada again. This is a return back by popular demand, so look for it. And look for the Harry Potter lineup coming up on August the 12th at your local Tim Hortons. EPLA office in Brandon. If you are buying or selling real estate, if you run a business in the city and you need some help with some legal matters, or you're planning a will or an estate, please see my friends at EPLA office. They would love to help you. They've got the cutest dog, the greatest coffee room, and a great staff that will help to take the complicated and make it easy for you. EPLA office. Strong client relationships come first. 642 18th Street, Unit A, across from the RBC. And Creasy Hot Tub and Billiards, Jacuzzi Hot Tubs of Manitoba. I am sad to say this, but it's true. The end of summer, oh my gosh, the summer wrap-up sale is on. They're going to pay the taxes at Creasy Hot Tubs and Billiards, 2500 Park Avenue in Brandon. You can find them at jacuzzimanitoba.ca. Oh, yesterday would have been a good hot tub day. We didn't get any better than 20 degrees. You slide in a nice hot tub, okay, that's better. Bubbles going, hitting those sore muscles. Maybe you're looking for a jacuzzi swim spa. Again, with the summer wrap-up sale that goes till September 30th, they pay the taxes. You've got to check out the amazing selection at jacuzzimanitoba.ca or Creasy Hot Tubs and Billiards, 2500 Park Avenue in Brandon. Sponsors of the show about food, fun places, and mayhem of life. Again, check us out at TylerGlenShow.com. Live streaming on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, X, all the platforms, getting you going on a Hump Day Wednesday. And we move along to yesterday's good thing. Something good that happened to you yesterday. Liberty successfully got her wisdom teeth pulled. All four at once. And it was a success, and now she is recovering. However, she has eaten all of our potatoes. Thank you, Cindy, for sending me the the potato news. Over at Food Rescue, their $10 potato deal gets going today. Basically, take as many potatoes as you want for $10. It goes today and tomorrow at Food Rescue, noon till 6. But bring your own container. I need to do that because she's eating all the mashed potatoes as she recovers from her wisdom teeth getting pulled out. So this couldn't have been better timing. Because for $10, she will eat all the potatoes she wants. Mashed potatoes. What else is good? Have you ever had your wisdom teeth out? I bought Freezies for her. She hasn't gotten into those yet. I think there's too much sugar in them. But I don't know. I thought Freezies would be good. Pudding and Jell-O and things like that. Soft stuff. Joan Gurr over on Facebook. Hello, Joan. Nice to see you. Talking some good stuff before we get to our beach break. Molly, the last few weeks found a game called Pal World. I'm enjoying myself with it. Celebrated some birthdays the last few weeks. I had a bunch of hangouts. So you've been just busy. And bike rides. Oh, get those bike rides in before the leaves start to turn. It was cold yesterday. I know I'm whining, but gosh, it was a shock to the system after temperatures that felt like close to 40 degrees. It's like 100. And then, we were basically in the 60s, in the high 60s. It's too much. Too much of a drop, man. But I survived. We'll do better today. Zumba Bernice, good thing trying to find cheaper gas in town with my Zumba chicas. This is a great picture. Oh, this is a good shot. I don't know if you'll find cheap gas there. This is a stellar picture. Oh, man. It takes two to make things go right. It takes two to make it out of sight. It's like 80s, 90s, neon. At the gas station. Salt and pepper. Zumba style. It takes two. It takes two to make the things go right. Very great picture. Good shot. That is, I believe, at Crow's General Store. It's a great Instagram-worthy destination that serves ice cream and has antiques and stuff like that. Tosh sent her two youngest girls out to Edmonton, and they arrived safe and sound. There they are in Edmonton. I bet they're going to take in West Edmonton Mall. I hope they buy you something nice souvenir. Oh, Quint went to see the Spider-Man. Good. And so verdict is stinker or good. It had the biggest opening ever of a movie. It's incredible how big this movie is. Q says that it was a packed house, and in my opinion, the best Spider-Man movie in years. But best ever? Like best movie ever? Best. You know what? Speaking of movies, because it was so cold yesterday, and because I missed it on the break, Christmas movies are starting to roll out, including a Christmas movie filmed in Manitoba. People are talking about because the trailer dropped in the last 48 hours, and apparently people are sharing this trailer because there's lots of shots in Winnipeg, even in the trailer. So Hollywood has discovered Winnipeg, and we'll tell you what movie that is, and we'll watch the trailer together coming up a little bit later on in the show. Alan Cooley is here over on Facebook. Good morning, sunny here today. It looks like it's going to be sunny here as well. But boy, send some heat, Al. It was only 20 degrees yesterday, and it was
what's that?
It was too cold. Too cold. 7 to start the day. I mean, it's too early for that kind of coldness. Anyway, thank you for your good things. Quentin says, could see an Oscar for Spider-Man? Really? Wow. Really? All right. I guess so. An Oscar for... I mean, Hollywood's too snooty for that. But the fact that you find it's that good, holy man, that's impressive. Okay, worth seeing. Okay. We are off to Aruba for a Hump Day Wednesday beach break. And yeah, let's go. Off we go. Thank you for being here. Away we go. Let's get going, Sunseekers. We're about to begin our tribute to Lloyd Robertson. It's just seconds away. We're going to take a quick beach break. Live shot of Aruba. We're back with more in just a second.
Wednesday morning, the sun's shining bright. We've been working hard and we're feeling all right. Monday's gone, Tuesday's in the rear view. Now we're halfway there and the weekend's coming through. Coffee's kicking in, good vibes in the air. Got a little extra bounce,
Sun Seekers. It's hump day. Wednesday, Warriors, good morning. Let's go, let's go. Thanks for being part of the show about food, fun places, mayhem of life into season 8 now. Thank you, and thanks for being a part of it. Dun, 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 dancing on the beach. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. From Aruba to southwestern Manitoba, we're a little bit warmer than we were yesterday. We started at 7 degrees. That's just too cold. Alan's complaining about 4.5 inches in less than 2 hours. We're a little damp. Oh, Alan, we had 6, 8 inches in 2 hours. That's why we all flooded out here. We had the sandbags. Do you got super sandbags? No, probably just the regular sandbags, just the little tiny ones. We got... Oh, Janine's got a late GT. We got to get that in there. Okay. Well, because you're just back from your holidays. You were out in Montana, Wyoming. Okay. We're going to get those. So we'll get those pictures on here. So many pictures. You didn't get attacked by those bison. That's good. Oh, our Menidosa camera is back up and running. Look at this. We're back on with the start of season 8 yesterday. And they're like, we better fix that camera. The millions of people that are watching the Tyler Glen show from around the world, they must know what the roads look like. So you got fixed Moon Lake now. You got 11 degrees, and we're going to be warmer than we were yesterday, and that could mean a thunder shower for us today. So 24 degrees for the high, 29 tomorrow with possible thunder showers. Looks like Blessed Mama went out to see Spider-Man 2, said it was so good. So is it worth the $100 investment? Well, apparently the web-slinging scenes through New York are pretty insane to watch, potentially Oscar-worthy. And the Oscar for web-slinging through a city goes to Superman. Spaceballs, Rick Moranis, what is happening right now? And South Dakota. Whoa, look at this. Okay, so a couple of vacation pictures from Janine, who's back from her trip. Wild Bill Hickok. The guns that opened gambling in Deadwood, South Dakota. Very nice. Oh, my God, you got pretty close to the wildlife there. This is, you're lucky you didn't end up on the old TikTok there. Oh, my God, they get close. Because before you went away, we had that story of that senior citizen who got attacked by a bison at Yellowstone. I think part of the problem is there's so many tourists that go through there, they're kind of tame a little bit. They appear that's pretty damn close. And Janine says they're in South Dakota, too. Michelle is here on Facebook. Good morning. Got to sleep in this morning. It's nice to see you, Michelle. Welcome to the show. It's good to have you. The show about food, fun places, and the mayhem of life. Janine says we stayed in the truck because if the bison are going to attack anything, it's best they attack the truck as opposed to the people in the truck, which makes complete sense. Well, I am glad that you had a great trip. I'm glad that you got home safe and sound. And this morning, the big story, the story everybody's talking about is Lloyd Robertson passed away yesterday. News broke last night about 10 p.m. Central Time that one of Canada's most well-known broadcasters had passed away.
So that's the kind of day it's been on this Thursday.
Along with that nightly sign-off,
Hello.
Lord Robertson offered generations of viewers a connection to the world.
I'm Lloyd Robertson. We'll see how the world came to Canada.
His authoritative voice was a landmark of the Canadian broadcast landscape for over 6 decades.
I'm Lloyd Robertson, and I used to live here.
Robertson's early years in Stratford, Ontario shaped his lifelong love of news. He recounted he was bitten by the broadcasting bug when he was a boy. He was watching local radio hosts at CJCS describe the Perth Regiment marching home from the Second World War.
This is Lloyd Robertson.
In high school, he got a job at CJCS. And it's also in high school that he met Nancy Barrett. She would become his wife in 1956 and mother of his 4 daughters. Robertson graduated, continued to spin records and read news until he knocked on CBC's door.
I was hired by the CBC. My voice got me through.
He moved to his first TV job in Winnipeg, going national a few months later on Christmas Day, 1956.
Who do you like, Charlotte?
Elvis Presley.
Elvis Presley.
Robertson then worked in Ottawa before heading to Toronto.
We interrupt this program.
He said he fully understood his role in 1963 with the Kennedy assassination, marking the first big event where people tuned into TV rather than radio for breaking news.
I felt that I was now involved in something that really mattered to people. Television news.
Good evening. President Nixon's state visit to Ottawa.
Robertson worked his way to the CBC's flagship news show, The National. But eventually, he grew frustrated with his editorial role.
I was in the wrong union. I couldn't write. I couldn't edit. I could not participate in any way when I did a daily newscast.
God, his voice. He has just got the voice, hey? Wow. What an amazing broadcaster.
Robertson is leaving the CBC after 22 years.
He signed on to CTV in 1976, co-anchoring with then-host Harvey Kirk.
Good evening. Lloyd Robertson joins us tonight for CTV News.
Bringing, says his longtime friend journalist Craig Oliver, instant credibility.
That's Lloyd's legacy. He took this news department and put it on the map.
The partnership lasted until 1984, when Kirk retired from the anchor desk and Robertson became senior news anchor.
To me, it was the equivalent of being knighted.
Throughout his career, Robertson often said he had the rare privilege of having a front row seat to history.
Here's our summary of Apollo 11's Space Odyssey.
Diana and Charles played their parts.
What is there left to say but thank you to everybody?
Tonight, face-to-face with...
When he retired from the anchor desk in 2011, it marked the end of an era, said then Prime Minister Stephen Harper.
You've been delivering the news since I was barely more than a boy. You've been doing it for so long and so authoritatively. You've almost become part of Canada's geography.
Oh, man, it really hits you, the gravity of the change that we've seen in the world. Like, where are we now? Where are we? Spinning, out of control. It's like he was the guy that just kind of was able to frame everything, and no matter how bad the news was, it was always something palatable with Lloyd.
Welcome back to W5.
Robertson continued to work for CTV's W5 for a time and proved in 2018 that you can't take the news out of a news anchor.
And I was able to walk away from this. And it's a pretty bad accident, as accidents go. And of accidents I've covered over the years myself.
That's him reporting live on his own car accident.
Longtime anchor of CTV News, he has gained public trust for his integrity.
He received numerous recognitions, the Order of Canada, a Doctor of Laws from BC's Royal Roads University. A park was named after him.
I'm about to be yesterday's news.
He often said the greatest honor of his life was to chronicle the times, the events that marked Canada and the world for so long.
And that's the kind of day it's been. I'm Lloyd Robertson. For all of us here at CTV News, good night. It strikes me that if you find something you love to do,
Hi, guys.
and you are able to do it, that's about as good as it gets in life.
Geneviève Beauchemin, CTV News.
Yeah, that is so true, and man, that is a significant loss for us. Even though he hadn't been on television in quite some time, people continue to react to the news this morning. BM says you just want to keep listening to his voice. It's captivating, as is yours, Tyler. Well, the fact that I was even mentioned in the same sentence as Lloyd Robertson is a huge compliment, BM. That is, people don't want to stop listening. Well, they certainly do to me. It's more my content. I think it's more my opinions. Thank you. That is such a nice thing to say. Such a legend. Really miss seeing him on TV. And a likable guy. So genuine, you could tell. Totally. Lorna says condolences to his family. Dallas says, and that's the kind of day it's been. Good night, Lloyd. Terry says condolences to his family and all those who had the honor of being part of his circle. Rest easy. I think that it's you've got the family man, you've got the broadcaster, and then when sometimes these passings happen, it's a moment in time that you just kind of stop and look back and go, where are we right now? What is happening right now? It's such a different world now than it was. Mama Sunday said, grounded at all times, even when covering horrific events. That's the thing, that's what made him so great, is that he was just steady. Very, very steady. The steady hand. So even though, you had September 11th, and we all remember that, that was next to COVID, was the defining moment, I think, of my life, at least at this point. COVID and September 11th. The September 11th was just a shocking event that left us all kind of catching our breath and going, what the hell is going on? What's next? Who's responsible? What's happening? And he comes on and he's just, here's what we know. Here's the facts. It just felt like everything was going to be okay because you could put him on. And it was back at a time before there was social media. So when Lloyd said, here's what's happening, this, and that, and this, and that, there wasn't, yeah, I don't think so. Or, I prefer to disagree. There wasn't, I've done my research. When Lloyd said it, it was the facts, Jack. That's it. It's a wild world of sports now. It's a wild world of sports. The world has definitely changed. And now today's news anchors can't even hold a candle. In fact, they can't even stay awake. It's ironic that in the last 24 hours, this news story has moved. Out of Memphis, Tennessee, Dominic Dillon, who is a morning newscaster, and she may want to move to the evening news because, well, she fell asleep during her newscast. She fell asleep. Today's broadcasters, I don't know.
Anchor nap time. A local television anchor is caught catching Z's on live TV. Her eyes are closed with her head resting peacefully in her hands during the 8:30 a.m. broadcast.
Running 465 miles in a matter of days to make all of this happen.
So here's somebody on location, and she's had another not-for-profit fun run or walk. Listen, if the anchor's falling asleep, what do you think the audience is doing?
A reporter in the field throws to Dominique Dillon at the anchor desk, only to find her sleeping on the job. Dead silence follows. The live TV shut-eye is going viral. Y'all, Dominique Dillon got caught sleep on camera, wrote one viewer. Turns out, like a lot of us, Dominique is a sleep-deprived mom. The morning anchor on Fox 13 in Memphis welcomed her second daughter 8 months ago. Her workday begins at 2:30 a.m. Who could blame her for catching a quick snooze?
Maybe we should have jobs with a little bit more flexibility.
100%, especially having a job like this one, where you already have to be up early.
The early morning slumber didn't last long at all. You can see Dominique's eyes fluttering open as she throws to the weather.
Let's turn to the forecast. You look like a perfect little angel taking a little nap.
Her co-anchor also poked fun at her 40 winks.
Okay, Sleeping Beauty over here.
What are you
It is
talking
time
about?
for such.
I wasn't napping. There's something in my eye, obviously.
Fox 13 Memphis says in a statement, "We appreciate that our Fox 13 Memphis audience saw this as a very relatable moment. Like so many working parents, Dominique is balancing the demands of raising young children and a career that begins before sunrise. Sweet dreams, Dominique."
Well, while it's funny, 2:30 in the morning, and she's a new mom. We have to cut her some slack. So it's always funny when something unplanned happens on camera, whether it's a fart, a burp, it's live television. It's live television, and that's how it goes. Angela Demarisille on Facebook. Lindy. Good morning, Tyler and gang. Oh, yes. BM says, OMG, that should maybe be her last one. Well, had she, now that we know the background of it, right? New mom, got to get up at 2:30. 2:30 in the morning for a morning show, forget it. I don't think I could do that. I'm up at 4 to get ready for this show. And that is enough. I am looking for a nappy nap in the afternoon. 4 is about as early as I could do. 2:30, that's kind of insane. But you know what? If you're doing one of the national shows like Your Morning or CB's Good Morning Canada or whatever, they got to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning. That's get home from the bar time. What are you talking about? Molly says, what does it matter if someone falls asleep? There's bigger problems in the world. Well, they're supposed to be on the camera. If I fell asleep right now, there's not much of a show. That's why. It's live television. My God, you got to be awake, got to be there, got to be going, got to be on. Does it matter if someone falls asleep? Yes, if they're an airline pilot. Yes. If you're that's a bad thing. Especially if the co-pilot falls asleep. Well, you got computers now. AI flies those airplanes anyway. Who cares? Or if someone is doing surgery on you. Times where it'd be bad if you fell asleep. Obviously behind the wheel of a car. Performing open heart surgery. I think I'll take a nap right now. I'm just resting my eyes. Yeah, that is the line that dads have used since the beginning of time. My dad's dad used it. I've used it. My dad has used it. I'm just resting my... Actually feels good. Give me a second. You know what makes for a good night's sleep? How about that for a segue? Can you tell I'm just back from vacation? I'm on fire. I am... Call the fire department. I'm on fire. Holy lowly. It ends tonight, the summer celebration at Leon's Furniture Superstore. You want a good bed, get a good night's sleep, you got to get a bed at Leon's. 50% off select clearance mattresses. And sofas too, 45% off select beds, but you've got to act fast. Today is the last day of the summer celebration at Leon's. Check out the flyer. Are you looking for furniture, appliances, electronics? You got to get over to the internet, leons.ca, check out the flyer, and then visit their store at 3635 Victoria Avenue in Brandon. Skydancer Casino, where the sky's the limit. We've got some big shows on the way at the Skydancer. Yes, indeed. We've got Josh Turner coming up November the 14th. Of course, we'll be part of that show. We'll have tickets to give away. And speaking of which, Highly Suspect is coming Saturday, August the 22nd. That will be an outdoor show with Skydancer, and starting next week, we're going to give you a chance to win tickets to see this show. Grammy-nominated rock superstars Highly Suspect, live in concert Saturday, August 22nd at the Outdoor Concert Arena. Check out SkydancerCasino.com. Tickets just $50. That'd be about $65 Canadian. And again, just 90 miles south of Brandon in Belcourt, where the sky's the limit. And tonight at the Elkhorn Resort, speaking of concerts, tonight is a very special musical. If you've heard of Saskatchewan Express, they had their 4th of July show moved to tonight, and this is going to be an excellent event for you to take in at the Elkhorn Resort, Spa and Conference Center. Saskatchewan Express tours across Western Canada, doing all kinds of musicals. And if you're looking for a quick night out, this is an awesome opportunity for you to do that. It's called Offline. Salon C. Doors open at 6:45. Show is at 7 o'clock. Saskatchewan Express. It's a new musical. They also have rib nights that continue Wednesdays through the month of August at the Tiki Bar. Full rack of ribs is $30, half rack $25. Best to call in advance to make sure you get a seat, though. 848-2802. That's 848-2802. All right. Eva says, I'm usually up between 5 and 6 a.m., but certainly not looking good enough to be out in public. Oh, you know, and then you got to sit in the chair, and people are playing with your hair, and they're doing your makeup. And I don't know about you, but when you're in the chair, and if you didn't get enough sleep and someone's doing your hair, it's like, then you got to be awake, and oh my God. Angela says, my mom used to say, I'm just resting my eyes. Iris, good morning, over on Facebook. So Elon's rocket crashed into the moon. Oh, boy. You got to love this. You know, we always hear about Elon's big successes. He's got SpaceX. He's got Starlink. He's part of the U.S. government now, and now he's not. And then he's launching this rocket and that rocket, and some crash, and most don't. But this one was a piece that fell off, but the trajectory kept going to the moon. And the impact was expected last night. It did make impact about 1:30 a.m. Brandon time.
Kirsten Clark in the WRAL Live Center knew this morning part of that SpaceX rocket we've been telling you about is believed to have unintentionally crashed into the moon early this morning. Now, this is part of stage 2 of that SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket. Take a look at this video here. The Falcon 9 rocket lifted off on January 15th, 2025, carrying 2 robotic commercial landers that never made it back to Earth. Now, the part believed to have hit the moon this morning weighs an estimated 4 tons and was traveling at more than 5,000 miles per hour.
Okay, math gurus. It's how many tons, and it's hitting the moon at 5,000 miles per hour. If it stopped in Climax, Saskatchewan, at what speed and trajectory would this piece of rocket junk hit the planet? And what kind of mark would it leave? I think we've dug our first moon basement for our first moon hotel. Apparently the crater, I'd read, is like 16 feet deep.
But at this point, we're still awaiting images and confirmation from specialized telescopes about that crash. But we, of course, will continue to monitor this event and bring you up.
Oh, that's what we want to see. We all want to see the impact. We all want to see something that is so heavy it's measured in tons, hitting a planet at 5,000 miles per hour. Did anybody think for a minute that this could affect Earth? Like, it can't knock the moon off its orbit, could it? Like, we've already got enough wacky weather. Are we going to see tides in Japan, like, overtake Tokyo now because Elon's rocket hit the moon? Are we going to see people acting weird now because anytime there's a full moon or an eclipse or a half eclipse or there's any kind of event that happens with the moon, there's always people acting weird. The moon is an integral part of life here on Earth. Elon, if you damage the moon, we're it. Elon, you better not have damaged the moon, man. We need the moon. Anyway, if you come across any of the, and you know AI is going to be all over this. People are going to be making all kinds of AI videos. This is what it looked like when the rocket struck. Huge explosions. Anyway, we're getting set to move on over to Twitch and the website at TylerGlenShow.com, and you're going to want to join us for hour 2 because cheap beef is on the way. Cheap beef is coming. And in some stores, it's already here. This went viral yesterday. Look at the difference in prices. We're going to discuss this next hour. Boneless beef, product of Australia, $24 for a steak. Or you can get Canadian beef, and it's $81. Obviously, producers are crying foul. How dare we introduce Australian beef into the Canadian market? Yet consumers are going, God, I'd like to have a steak. For God's sake, it's just so expensive. We'll discuss coming up in an hour or two. Because it's getting so bad, a lot of us are eating meat from a can. It's Oyster Day today. Meat from a can, sardines are making a resurgence because meat is so expensive. And we've got Christmas movie trailers. If you're a fan of Christmas, you're going to want to join us for hour two, including a movie made right here in Manitoba. People are excited. It's Violent Night 2, filmed right here in Manitoba from the producers of the Bob Odenkirk action movies that were filmed in Carberry and Selkirk and Winnipeg. I guess Violent Night 2 was also produced by the same folks, filmed here in Manitoba. People are excited because the trailer has all kinds of shots of Manitoba in it. That and more coming up in hour two of the show. But right now we have to say goodbye to our friends on Facebook like Angela and Iris and Eva and Linda and a few others who have joined us on the Facebook or the YouTube or X. And we're moving over to the website and to Twitch. So thank you so much for being here for hour one of the show. Hour two is about ready to begin. Have a great day. Enjoy your Hump Day Wednesday. Thank you so much, TikTok and X. Elon, good luck with your space junk hitting the moon. Take care, X. And TikTok, guys, have a great day. Thank you, YouTube. See you guys later. We're moving on over to the website and to Twitch.